Welcome, this is Aureil Stormgate cast, and we're gonna cast some Stormgate Circuit tournament that was 4 days ago. And we're gonna go and start with the series between Aureil, the blue celestial player, and TheoRy, the red infernal. And Aureil, of course, it's me, so we're gonna cast our game. So that's gonna go on my new YouTube channel, that is Aureil Stormgate cast, where I'm gonna try to cast as much Stormgate as I can and post everything there. Meanwhile, my main channel gonna be for guides, content and different stuff like that. But speaking about the things, arrive first from Aureil, the blue celestial. From TheoRy we see mid farm into shrine. But before that was Conclave and Iron Revolt. From Aureil as follow-up with Therium Purifier into another Therium Purifier. So that's tell us instantly that's gonna be Seraphim build. But the macro version of the build order, because we have Aureil in natural base. Oh, I want to change one thing. Oh, it's working, okay. So, now see some creeping from TheoRy. And yeah, this is Stormgate Circuit. The next circuit gonna be in 3 days. Sadly, probably on the same patch like we have right now, that favors Infernal really much. But I hope the developer is gonna give us some changes, patches, balance changes for the next circuit. Not this one that is coming, but for the next one. Now we see clearing the health camp from TheoRy. He's not using all guns, that is small mistake. So his clear could be faster a bit. Now he is going for vision camp, so he's playing quite safe. Because usually Infernals what do, they go and steal health camp of Celestial. Meanwhile, we see some tier 2 on the way, Therium Purifier and Fierce Legion Halls morphed by Morph Course. So we're gonna have 2 saturation on Therium from Celestial player, Linked Strike Note on the way, and Fierce Seraphim. What we see from TheoRy is third shrine. In kinda interesting position, because usually what Infernal do is they take this expansion as third or natural even, like Snoxter like this base as natural. But TheoRy going to the 6 o'clock position and probably want to expand towards double Therium. So interesting choice. Meanwhile, from Celestial player we see first Seraphims on battlefield. The Seraphim gonna clear some creep camps. Now they go for the health camp. Meanwhile, TheoRy clear the Therium camp. And going double Hellforge. One Hellforge is here, second one is here, so probably some brutes magma on timing, but he didn't scout at all, as you can see here. Oh, he did scout triple Legion Hall, so he knows that these Seraphims, but we're still making. Oh, now as a reaction we adding some Shroud Stones, and Seraphims going and harassing imps. 1, 2, 3 imps, 4 imps, 5, 6. 6 imps go down, now some gowns. Meanwhile, TheoRy creepjacking Aureil, taking his vision camp. Meanwhile, Aureil is going forward, killing another imps. That's 9, that's 10. And 2 more, 3 more. And Shrouds of Manifestation has been activated by TheoRy. Do not lose any more imps. Aureil is floating really big amount of Luminate, but sadly, while you're playing Seraphim build, you don't have that much Therium. You have a lot of Luminate that you cannot spend, because Urgency is quite bad and you don't want to build as many strike nodes. Right now what we see, 2 Seraphims go down, nice catch from TheoRy, single target firing on one of the Seraphims. Now there is a move, it's again single target, and Shadow Flyer is coming, they will connect. One Shadow Flyer connect with one Seraphim, that is not good. You want your Shadow Flyers to connect with as many Seraphims as you can to apply this armor debuff on them. TheoRy is not mining Therium, he's a big bank of it. So he's right now trying to rebuild imps, trying to play defensively. Now we see Therium camp has been taken, meanwhile Aureil is going for the speed camp. In the meantime we see ninja base from Aureil that is for Therium to be able to afford a follow-up with the sites. Because this build requires you to have 4 Therium minings. And we see again Aureil going for the Shroudstone, killing 1 by 1 imps. That was 4, 5 and 6. Total of 12. Nice pulling one Seraphim to tank damage of Shadow Flyers. Now he is going for cancel on Shrine. And there was no imp, that means there was no cancel. It was killed. Interesting upgrades as well as follow-up. A Resold Seal. The upgrade that allows Seraphims to turn off static defense for 30 seconds. We're looking for some more damage. Meanwhile TheoRy is trying to rebuild his economy, adding some meat farms. Shrouds on the way. Now he see, thanks to the effigy, nice connection with the Shadow Flyer, but again he just connect with single Seraphim and everything else didn't. Whoa, that was huge connection with the Shadow Flyer on the Seraphim. All Seraphims had armor debuff and it forced Purify to be activated. Right now half of the army of TheoRy is splitted, and this can be opportunity for Aureil for dealing some critical damage for the guns. Shadow Flyer's nice connection, but still not enough. Aureil did catch some gauns before losing as many Seraphims. Now he's going back to heal his unit. Meanwhile from TheoRy we see Shadow Cleft, Infernal Fury on the wave, the upgrade for brutes that allow them to charge and stun when they connect. And we see Spree Guns now as the answer. Spree Guns are good versus sides in similar numbers in terms of cost to cost, because side costs 200 Luminate. That means you can have 4 Spree Guns per every side, and if you have 4 Spree Guns per every side, you're gonna beat sides in the air with Shadow Flyers and Spree Guns. Nice tanking damage on the Shadow Flyers with the sides. There is many brutes that can't do anything about the air. Fights happens, Purify has been casted, TheoRy kiting back. The Resulted Seal has been activated on one of the Shroudstone, and there is too many Celestial in the air. But TheoRy pushing back Celestial for now. Aureil has really low HP on Seraphims. Few Shadow Flyers that connect can kill this entire army. So he needs to be in warning position. Still we're producing sides, Seraphims, and we add 1 Aureil. We trying to cancel another shrine. TheoRy is regrouping his army. There is really big amount of Seraphins and Scythes in there. We need more Shadow Flyers as TheoRy. He's pulling back his teams from Tyrion to Illuminate. Really nice decision making. Sadly, Shadow Flyers did connect, but on sides with the ability that allowed them to tank all damage from them. Speed camp has been captured. More and more reinforcements coming for Celestial player, and now he see opportunity to fight with the guns. He see numbers pulling sides forward to tank all damage. Meanwhile, Seraphins killing guns one by one and slowly and killing everything. There is no guns on there. 100 more supply for Celestial player, and this looks like the game one between them two. Still, there is mining of Tyrion. Nice pulling back the Seraphins to avoid damage from Shadow Flyers. And again, focus fire on one of the guns. Again, Shadow Flyers coming, and TheoRy pulling back Seraphins for sides to tank all damage. What TheoRy should do is send some guns to kill this prism. If you kill the prisms that mine Tyrion in this base, it's probably over for Celestial, because he's not gonna be able to afford that army. Another connection on Shadow Flyers, but it's still not enough. We're not mining Tyrion in the main base, not mining Tyrion in the natural base. And GG! GG between the map 1 goes for Aureil. And welcome back. This is best of 3 again between Aureil's TheoRy. Aureil is 1-0 in best of 3. And what we see is one base Seraphim build. One base Seraphim build, meanwhile from TheoRy we see 1-1 opening. So Tyrion Purifier into Creation Chamber, into Tyrion Purifier. We'll see in a moment. So what we can expect is really fast Seraphins that can deal quite a huge damage on this map, because Infernal player needs a lot of Tyrion for guns in the early stage of the game. And what Celestial player can do is deny it with the Seraphins. But TheoRy decided to open really safe, 1-1, and now what he has to do is scout what his opponent is doing. If he scouts the Seraphim opening, he can add double conclave and then just spam guns. He gonna have more guns than Celestial has Seraphins, and slowly but surely get his victory. But the scout is a key for his victory. I recommend splitting Brute versus Celestial to get some information that is really important for you to get a right way to play. But TheoRy decided to go blindly, and he adding Iron Vault. Again, Celestial player is going for Seraphins. And sadly, but Brute don't have anti-air. So that can finish really quick. We see tier 2. We see first Seraphins on the way. 2 prisms on the Tyrion in the main base. 1 prism in Tyrion in natural. TheoRy decide for creep jacking. And now we're gonna see first interaction between players. Other focus fire one of the guns. One gun go down, the second one go down as well. But TheoRy probably took all the creep cams, so we can't say it wasn't worth it. In the meantime, on the way we see Shroudstone, another conclave, but 2 conclaves is not enough to stop Seraphim build. You need 3 at least, and Reaper rush for guns. This is the first speed camp has been cleared for Aureil. In the meantime, TheoRy is going for vision camp. This camp looks like it went for Aureil. He's trying to save his Seraphim, but that wasn't fast enough, and Seraphim did die, but in the rate of 4 counts. TheoRy is trying to capture the speed camp, but Seraphim is blocking him from doing that. Another gun going down, and it's snowball. If you don't have enough guns, you need 2 guns per every Seraphim. You're not gonna be able to stop this. And now Seraphim going into main base. He's killing one of the imps, the second one. Single target fire on this imp. Again, this is 4 guns versus 6 Seraphims, 7 Seraphims. This is not enough for you to fight. You need at least 40. Because the cost of the gun is half of the Seraphim. That means you need double guns. Nice Shadow Manifestation killing one of the Seraphims. But now this opens a path for Celestial to go again to the middle, to the main base. And again deny Therium mining. Still on one base. But we see proxy Therium mining to build more Seraphims. Again, Shroudstone go down. 1 gun dead, 2 guns dead. There is not enough of on the ground for TheoRy, and that looks like slow but sure victory for Celestial player in this best of 3. Now target fire. Imps. TheoRy has no Therium to build guns, and GG. The game to go for account of Aureil, where he gonna fight Snogstar in best of 5.